5. Patterns. Look at the following, then choose the table that has a pattern different than the others, aka the alien. Use graphs to explain why you chose the table that you did. So if it says that we have to use a graph to show why we chose the table, what I'm going to do is actually just draw a graph for these. And I think I'm going to go by 3s on this one on my y-axis. I'm just going to go by 1s this way, and then I'm going to go by 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I think that will do it. So the first one is 1, 15. So go to the right 1 and up 15. And then I'll go to the right 2 and up 12. And then I'll go to the right 3 and up 9. And then I'll go to the right 4 and up 6. And I think that made a kind of a line. I can't tell for sure. Yes, I do believe it did. It should have made a more of a straight line than I made it, but I believe it looks something like that. Okay, my next one. Let's try here. It looks like I got to get up to 17 and down to 9. I think I'll go by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh goodness. 10, 12. I'm going to run into trouble here. I should have. -2, -4, -6, -8. Okay. And then I think I'll go by 2s. 2, 4, 6. Alright, so go stay put and then go up 17. I'll do my best to go up 17. It's up here somewhere. And then 2, 9. Maybe about there. And then 4, 1, which is going to be about right here. And then 6, -7. And I once again can tell that it's making a line that's going in the downward direction. Okay, my next one, I'm going to go up to 16, so I'm going to start down a little bit farther. Alrighty, this one I have to get up to 16, so again I think I'll go by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I'll show that I just put a little 2 there to show that I went by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Just going to go by 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so I'm going to go over 1, up 16. I'm going to go over 2, up 9. I'm going to go over 3, up 4. And I'm going to go over 4, up 1. So this one, it didn't quite make a line. It made a little bit more of a curve when I did that. And then the last one, I think I'll go by 2s again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go by 1s. Okay, so 5 10s. So go to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up 10. Woo. And then I'll go to the right 6 and up 5. Up right there, I believe. And then I'll go to the 7 and stay put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'll go 8 and then down 5. Whoops. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, and once again I notice that it makes a straight line. So if you look at all of these, it says we're trying to use a graph to explain why we chose the table that we did, and I noticed that they're all lines that are pointing down, except for this one is more of a curve. So I'm going to say that this one is my alien, and if you looked at the table, actually this one's going -3, -3, -3. This one's going -8, -8, -8. This one goes -7, -5, -3. And this one goes -5, -5, -5. So notice they all go down by a constant rate, except for this one does not. So it definitely is the alien. Number 6, other patterns. Use the fact that rides at the Coast Guard Festival are $3 each to, first of all, identify the independent and dependent variables. So first of all, what do I totally have control over? I have the total control over how many rides. So I'm just going to put my independent will be the number of rides. Okay, my dependent, what's going to depend on that? It will depend how much I have to pay. So cost I will pay All right, and then it says to write a rule. I'm going to wait to write a rule. I'm actually going to, well, I'll go ahead and write my rule. Since my rides are $3 each, I am going to write my rule is going to be y equals 3x, because every time it will go up 3 more when we do that, very similarly to when we did the math curse problems. C, complete a table showing the total amount of money you spend for riding 0, 1, 3, 7, and 15 rides. So just some random amounts of rides. 0, 1, 3, 7, 15. Okay, if I go on no rides, it will cost me no money. If I go on run ride, it will be $3. If I go on 3 rides, 3 times 3 would be $9. 7 rides, 7 times 3 would be $21. And 15 times 3 would be $45. Okay, so my domain, we might be thinking that let's just list the x's, but if you think about this, I can the smallest amount of rides I'm going to go on is 0, and then I guess we'd have to think about what do you think is the largest. I'd probably say maybe 15, so we just go 0 through 15, and I'm going to put a dash on this one because we could do 1 ride, 2 rides, 3 rides, all the way up to 15. Okay, and then my range, the smallest that I would pay is 0, and the largest that I would pay would be $45. Okay, 7. Analyzing graphs. Jeff walks from his home to school. Halfway to school, he stops at his grandma's for breakfast. When he is finished with breakfast, he finishes his walk to school. Graph time on the horizontal axis and distance on the vertical axis. So we want to be very careful on this one that we calculate distance. So we're going to do time on the horizontal axis, and we're going to put distance on the vertical axis. So, okay, he starts at home, and he gets away from his house. So here's his house right here. House. There we go. So he starts walking, and then he stops at his grandma's for breakfast. So it doesn't go back down to the bottom because it doesn't. That would mean he's going back home. So it's just going to stay steady for a while because he's not covering any distance because he's eating breakfast at his grandma's house, and then he finishes his walk to school. So now he continues covering more distance. So there are 3 parts of that graph, and it's going to look something like that.